Welcome back to Bespoke Addict. After the previous video, I've been through some of my little bits of crocodile skin, and I've got all kinds of, not samples, these are donor skins from bags. This is the side of a bag. It's not really worth keeping. It was damaged, and it wasn't of the skin was nice, but it wasn't of the quality worth restoring. So, I decided to dismantle it and use a donor skin. And this piece here will work quite well. I'll be able to flatten it out. I'll have to scratch off any bits of glue off the back of it, and I'll dampen it and flatten it. But this will work really rather well to back the handle. And I've just been going through I've got a little tiny bit of a blade, and I'm trying to remove, I'm trying to remove the backing. See, the backing is calf skin, and we've got other little layers of skin in between. These shouldn't be glued together because the handle goes up and down, it bends. They have to be able to slide. If they're all glued together, it just cracks. They do need to, because the handle moves. And the outer skins, the dress skin, and it's not supposed to be glued down. It will be glued on the edges, but the edges slide to the inner. I'm not making the best job of describing what I'm trying to say, but I'm just trying to go through and pick all the. It's possible and quite very likely that somebody over the years has put little bits of glue on the inside, and just as this has started to fail over the years and squeeze little bits of glue in, but with enough patience, I can, here we go, it's unpicking quite well. Oh, here we go, that's it. I want to keep that skin, just unpicking it very, very carefully. Then what I'm going to do when I've unpicked the back, there's a piece of crocodile skin folded round. It's just folded round and it's glued along this edge here. Some of it's got lost and some of it, like here, it's actually still glued down. And I'm sure you can see the window cleaner working in the background. Here we go. Yeah, if I can get this, yeah, that's definitely got a bit of glue on it. Somebody's shoved a bit of glue in that at some point in the past. There we go, and it's just snapped off. That's okay. Yeah, that's a piece of crocodile, but it's got some old glue on it. Now, if I can get this, it's still not unpeeled. I'm just unfurling it very carefully. And when I can separate it in its entirety, the crocodile from the top and the bottom, I'll feed this piece in behind, something like this. Obviously a lot better job than this. I'll be able to pull it out the other side, and then I'm going to glue the outer to the donor skin, leave plenty of donor skin, let it dry. Then I can use this edge to peel around here and tuck underneath, and I'll still have the original backing skin. That crocodile will end up in there, and then but it's taken me probably an hour to get to this stage of really carefully unpicking it. It looks a dreadful mess, but these are not supposed to be glued together. There's several veneers, and there is a slight problem with one of them over here. A couple of the veneers in that little area there where it folds and quite frankly takes most of the weight, have cracked. But if I peel all this back, I'll be able to put chamois leather between the veneers and glue the very thin chamois to the veneers, and it'll all be hidden. But yeah, that will be only tiny little bits of that skin, maybe 3 millimeters. About that amount will be visible on the edge of the handle where we've currently got this awful mess. It will look a lot more like that. And it's slightly darker, but I can, if I want to, I can lighten that with alcohol. First things first, I've just got to sort of fish around and be able to get full access, but I do not want to be undoing these stitches and taking the loops out. I'm hoping those loops are quite strong. Yeah, I don't want to be removing the lining to get to the back of the hoops. So I'm just praying that they'll be quite strong. I'll make the handle strong and just pray that they survive. If they don't, I'll have to go through and unpick the line and work from behind. But I am trying to avoid that bit, but we'll see. So, I've got another skin here, which it's the wrong sort of scale size and wrong scale shape. These are huge scales. There's tiny little bits of skin missing. It's similar sort of colour, but it's not suitable. I won't be using that skin for doing any minor repairs. I've got so many, literally so many, old bags. This is a lady's handbag that, lovely skin, but it was crudely made, and it's not of the quality worth restoring. So I sacrificed them, I'm afraid. It seems awfully sad to be able to dismantle what looks like a nice bag, but I have to get the skin from somewhere, I'm afraid. And you can see I've had a chunk out of there at some point. I don't remember what for. And it actually appears to be Chinese writing, it could be Japanese, but it's definitely East Asian. It's old print. It's probably from the 40s, possibly the 50s. So this is East Asian production. But anyway, it's quite nice to see, but I don't know. My daughter reads Mandarin, so she might understand that if indeed it's Mandarin, but perhaps not. I don't know. But I thought I'd let you see this part way through, but there's at least another hour of scratching. I've got different types, screwdriver. I can't use the large blade. I've snapped a very small piece of the blade off, and I'm just working very delicately with a small piece of the blade. But if I fish and scratch around for long enough, I'll be able to make a very successful job of backing this frail and fragile original skin and just extending it. You see these areas are so fragile. That's the area that's supposed to wrap around, but it's been rubbed, abrased. Your hands perspire, and the perspiration and the salts, they sort of rot the skin. So it's amazing it's survived at all. So, but yeah, we'll just make a very, very discreet repair, and that's a good piece of skin. It just needs a bit of cleaning up. It has got adhesives on the back of it, but I'll scratch that off and I'll dampen it and make it lie flat, let it dry, and that'll be perfect. It really will make a very good repair, very discreet repair. But anyway, let me turn off now, and I'll keep bringing this back in stages, but it's such a long process. I can't possibly film the whole lot.